Welcome on in everyone and welcome to the Cup of Tea channel. So this video is going to be going over a couple of things. We have the patch 1.2.1 right here, which we'll be going over shortly. But first of all, I just want to go over what's going to be happening in November. We do have the Blizzcon event, which will be on the 3rd of November. And then we also have a campfire chat for Diablo 4 on the 4th of November as well. I have a blue post right here taken from Wowhead saying Blizzcon Diablo 4 campfire chat November 4th, 2:30 till 3:30 p.m. PDT. Join Game Director Joe Shelley, Associate Game Director Brent Gibson, Producer Director Tiffany Watt, Lead Game Producer Caliph Calder, and Associate Director and Community Adam Fletcher live from BlizzCon as they talk about what's next for Diablo 4. This campfire chat will also be streamed for those at home to tune in. On the first day of BlizzCon, attendees will be able to drop questions into a box located in the Diablo section of BlizzCon. We'll answer the questions submitted to the box and sent to us via social media during the campfire chat. And BlizzCon's not all about questions and answers as well. Normally this is where they have their larger announcements when it comes to either new games or expansions. So I have a feeling they're going to announce their first expansion for Diablo 4, which may come across with a new class as well as continuation to the main story itself. So at the end of Diablo 4, when we defeated Lilith, Neyrelle and Mephisto ventured off, the story will probably be following them in terms of what's going to be happening. And this all may take place in a new region of Sanctuary. So exciting stuff. And the reason why I think they're going to be announcing something big at BlizzCon is because we're already receiving patch 1.2.1 before BlizzCon has even started. And we have someone with a tweet here asking Adam Fletcher, hey Pez Radar, is the plan still to get patch 1.2.1 before BlizzCon? And if so, are we getting the patch notes beforehand? And he does reply confirming this. And here we have the patch 1.2.1, which we'll be going over right now. So these will be live on the 31st of October. So we're going to start off first with the Paragon board. Finally, I've been waiting for this one for quite some time. They have now added a refund all button to the Paragon board, so you don't have to individually select each node and refund it stage by stage to reset your build. You can just press one button and it completely resets it for you. And with the developer's note, they said they added this in to make it easier for you to do those big respecs that you want to do for your character, and along with increases to gold income from the Whispers in the Season of Blood. And when it came to the previous campfire chat, they did say they were going to be implementing the training dummy, which is now here. Players can now test their mettle against the new inanimate and unkillable foe, the training dummy. The dummy is located in an underground room. The entrance can be found in Kievashad. The training room contains a stash and the training dummy. Players can choose between attacking one training dummy or a small group of them and dictate whether each training dummy is of normal, elite, or boss monster difficulty. This is going to be a lot more better when it comes to testing out new builds you want to try out, because when you go to a dungeon, you're not taking into consideration of affixes, but also monster resistances and that, so you're not actually getting accurate numbers. With these testing dummies, you'll be able to customize it in a way so you're going to get a much more accurate reading and finding out what works for your build or what does not. We're now going to move on to the Seasonal Blood changes for the patch notes. So what they've mainly changed is the blood wells now drop more piles of potent blood, slightly increasing their total average amount dropped. So beforehand it was just one pile which would go between 45 to 60 potent blood. They've now changed it to be 8 individual piles which are averaging between 5 to 9. So what this means is the average amount that drops for you has actually been increased. An analogy I like to use is from Dungeons and Dragons. So for example, you have one 12-sided dice. The minimum amount you can get is a 1, the most is 12. When you roll it, it's like an all or nothing. You're either going to roll really low or really high. You're going to replace it now with 2d6s, but when you roll, it's impossible to get a 1. The least amount you're going to get now is a 2, meaning you're going to get a lot more, or a little bit more. And when it comes to the vampiric powers in itself, they've added additional information into the vampiric power tooltip to clarify what their next rank will increase, and additionally added additional information to the vampiric powers upgrade screen that communicates the amount of packs required and that power's activation cost. So it's just a lot more user friendly for the player to understand the whole vampiric power system. And then lastly, in terms of changes for the miscellaneous, the search area has been reduced for all whispers that require a player to find and kill a specific monster, so you're not having to venture all around the zone to try and find this one mob to kill. And funny enough, the main text in the patch notes is actually to do with bug fixes. So during my playthroughs of Season 2, I have come across many of these bugs in that, so I'm glad that they've actually clocked onto these and they're going to be resolving these. If you want to read through these yourself, I will drop a link in the description below, so if you want to have a little check through of what they have fixed in terms of bugs and that, by all means read ahead. And even more shockingly, no buffs or nerfs. Nerfs? Buffs or nerfs? Buffs or nerfs. There's been no buffs or nerfs for classes for the patch notes, which is shocking in a good way. Good job, Blizzard. Keep it up. So this last little section is not really to do with the patch notes, but I thought to mention in this video right here, Diablo are currently holding until November 20th a Blood Harvest event. What is this? Ooh, it's actually a really cool cause. So if you donate blood, but only in the US, it's going to contribute to receiving some goods, but also helping people out. So I thought just to add this in the video right here. But even if you don't donate or are not in the US, do not worry, you can still obtain these in-game goodies too. But just for people that want to partake in it, here's some information with the frequently asked questions. So do I need to donate to a specific clinic? Donors are free to donate wherever is convenient for them at a clinic of their choice in the United States. If you have donated and you want to be able to show proof, they've asked what can be used as proof of donation. Participants can submit any proof of the donation, such as a confirmation email given to them by their chosen donation site. Do not submit private medical health information by redacting any private information prior to submission or submitting alternate proof. And as mentioned before, all players that own Diablo 4 will receive the in-game rewards once the tiered milestones have been reached, though we highly encourage you to donate if you are able to in order to ensure yourself as well as the broader Diablo 4 community to yield the rewards. The event will end on the 20th of November, but to receive the rewards, they'll be automatically added to the wardrobe and your stables on the 22nd of November. If you do decide to donate, but it's after the 20th of November, unfortunately it will not contribute to this event, but just know you've done something absolutely amazing. Cuppa's proud of you. Proud of you. As for the rewards, there are 3 tiers as well as an end game goal of 666 quarts of blood. And the great news is we've already hit our first tier in, so we'll be receiving a dagger, axe, necromancer offhand, a sword, and a druid staff. On tier 2, you will receive a barbarian armor set, and for the final tier 3, the Vermilion Eye Piebald mount. And if we manage to hit 666 quarts of blood donated, you'll be in for a chance to win a liquid cooled PC infused with, yes, real blood. However, this will only be available for people partaking in America. You have to be over the ages of 18, and even if you don't donate, you are still in with a chance to win the PC. I will drop the link to this website in the description below so you can find more information there. And that pretty much covers everything that I wanted to go through in this video right here. If you do want to support the channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Diablo 4 content, guides, as well as shorts. And additionally, I stream over on Twitch as well. You can find me at twitch.tv/cuppa__t. And until then, chat, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.